Alright, thank you for joining my channel. My name is Mr. Jake. This is OET reading class part 8. If you're new on the channel, I will encourage you to look for the old videos and watch. This is going to help you to understand what I'm about to do now. Yes, OET reading class is designed for nurses, midwives, and other healthcare professionals who are planning to write the exams and register outside their countries. So if you want to benefit from this class, then join me in the quiet room and let's solve the questions on the whiteboard. Thank you. My name is Mr. Jake. Alright, so on your day of examination, your OET reading part A, you're going to have 4 texts. The first set of questions is mostly cross-match. So before you can answer your cross-match questions, you need to study the 4 texts, and that is what we are going to do. It can be question number 1 to 6 or question number 1 to 7. So in examination, when you have your text, you first have to familiarize yourself with your 4 texts, okay? So we have text A, and the heading for text A is the GP's role in the management of ADHD. So ADHD is a condition that we are going to look at, okay? Let's not think about the definition of ADHD. Just you need to get a gist for the exams so you can answer the questions and get the right score. So it is quite straightforward. It's very clear, GP's role, okay? So the responsibilities of GP in management of ADHD or taking care of patients that has ADHD. So here we can see it helps to remind patients that, so GP can remind patients, okay? Also we can see over here we need to be fast scan, and we can see GPs can reinforce the importance of developing. So GPs can remind patient or emphasize on importance of doing something. Then we have GP continues to monitor their blood pressure. So these are some of the tasks GP will do to treat patients with ADHD. All right. So if you have any question which is about GP, okay, if it is about GP or physician or doctor, come to text A. Text B is about ADHD overview. So this is also very clear. We are going to talk about the condition itself. If we talk about overview of something, it's just like literature of the thing, okay? So just like brief description of the condition, or let's say the summary of the condition, okay? So we can see, contrary to common belief, ADHD is not just a disorder of childhood. At least 40 to 50% of children with ADHD will continue to meet criteria in childhood with ADHD. So you can see that we have ADHD, we have ADHD, we have ADHD. So it's quite straightforward, ADHD. So in this regard, we will say, if you meet any question that focuses more on the condition ADHD, rush to text B. All right, text C has a chart, okay? And we can see we have medications for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and typical dosing. So it is very clear. We are very lucky our headings are quite clear. All right, so we can see medication, initiation, dose. Therefore, if your question is more about medication or initiation, like how to give it, or the amount, the dose, then this should be the right text for you to visit text C. we see how it is done. Okay, our last text is about treatment of ADHD. So treatment, okay, treatment is not as the same as medication. Treatment goes beyond medication. It involves medication. It involves other management. Okay, it can be in a form of life modification, lifestyle modification, or something else. It can even be in a form of diet and any other thing else, or exercise. So treatment is beyond medication. And if you read further, you will understand what has been given. There will not be much time for you to read. So if your question is not focused on medication, however, it's talking about treatment, management, then try and think about text D. You can see clearly here that we have some bulletin. This is a special features here. It is highlighting to make you understand that this is not more about the treatment, but different information. So if you look at it from here, common side effects of stimulant medication may include. So it means the text contains treatments, okay, and also some common side effects of stimulants. So if you are looking for side effects of stimulants, come to text D. All right, to make it much easier, I've written the text and the corresponding headings at the right corner here, okay? The top right corner here, I've written text A, which is GP's role. Then we have text B, contains overview of the condition. Text C contains different types of medications, okay? So medications. Then we have text D, which contains treatment and side effects. So now let's get to the questions. We have question number 1. Different types of ADHD medication, okay? So we are answering question 1 to 7. The question number 1 is, which text can you find different types of ADHD medication? And this is quite straightforward. We can see text C has medications. So we write C. Question number 2, possible side effects of medication. So we are looking for what? Possible side effects. And when you look at the text, you can see over here we have treatment and side effects. So you can find the information in text D. So question number 3, conditions which may be present alongside ADHD. So this should be quite straightforward. Text A is about GP's role. The B talks about overview of the condition ADHD. Okay, so we are talking about conditions, other conditions that can be present with the condition ADHD. Therefore, it is possible to get it in text B. Question number 4, doctors control over a patient's medication. So here we are talking about doctors control. Therefore, it is more possible this will fall under what? GP's role, okay? GP is a doctor. That is text A. Question number 5, positive perspectives on having ADHD. So guys, this is quite different, okay? It's not more about the condition, but it's about positive opinions, okay? And who will give you that opinion? It is the GP. That is the GP's role, okay? GP will give you positive perspectives about the condition. Therefore, it is more likely to find it under GP, okay? That is text A. So we can see over here ADHD is associated with positive attributes such as being more spontaneous and adventurous. So these are the positive perspectives, okay? Spontaneous and adventurous. It is in text A. Question number 6. When patients should take their ADHD medicine. So we are asking about when they should take their medicine, okay? So we go to the chart. It is possible we go to the chart or we get the information in the chart which contains medications, okay? C, medications. So over here, when we look at initiation, under initiation we can see in the morning. We can see in the morning over here too for extended dose. We can see in the morning here. We can see in the morning, and also at lunch. We can see in the morning. So all I'm trying to say is that we have the time which you can take your medication in the chart that contains medication. Okay. All right, last question for the day. Question number 7. Figuring out a patient's optimal dosage of medication. So the question is about how to arrive or how to work out, okay, patient's optimal dosage or maximum dosage or the best dosage of medication. So it's about you doing something. It's like managing something, okay, figuring out you are managing it to get the optimal dosage. Therefore, it's not more about the medication itself. It can be very tricky. So it's about an activity, okay, figuring out an activity that you are performing. Therefore, it's more or less to get an answer under treatment. More or less to get an answer under D, that's treatment, okay. So we can spend time on D and see if the answer is right. All right, so we have the key word in the question, optimal dosage, okay. Also in this text over here, the optimal dose, okay. So the optimal dose typically requires careful titration by a psychiatrist with ADHD experts. Multiple follow-up appointments are usually required to maximize the treatment outcome. So how to arrive the activities is multiple follow-up appointments. So it's under treatment. All right, I hope you enjoyed my class. My name is Mr. Jake. We just finished our presentation. See you again in another class. Bye.